welcome to another video. So today I have a VanTop 4K 60 frames per second action camera. It has a Sony sensor, has loop recording, time-lapse, Wi-Fi. It's waterproof. So let's open it up and see what's inside. It's about 70 to 80 bucks on Amazon. It's supposed to be like a Chinese competitor for GoPro. Obviously not going to be the same quality as a GoPro because it's only $80, but I bought it to use to get some footage that could be in some dangerous areas where I could lose my camera. Sorry, I just knocked over the camera here. All right. Okay, so it comes in some nice packaging actually. It comes in the cylindrical package. I'm recording this video on the iPhone 12 mini with the wide angle on, so we'll see how that looks too. You can see some wide brightness range, like on that side you'll see the plant with some sun from the back, and then you have a screen on in the back. I'm kind of using this video as a tester from my video camera on wide angle camera on the iPhone 12 mini as well. All right, so a pretty nice packaging here. Let's open it up. Not quite sure how this opens. Let's see, there's some tape here. Let's rip that off. All right, here we go. And some tape on the other side too. This is it. Comes mounted on some accessory. So it comes with these GoPro compatible accessories. Comes mounted on the mount. Let's see what else is inside. There's 2 batteries, which is nice. This is another mount. This is the remote control shutter button for video as well as photo capture. Another mounting accessory, seems like with a clip for your belt. More accessories. Really comes with almost everything you might want for your action cameras to mount it onto your helmets, and this is the charging dock for both the batteries at once, so that's nice. You can charge both the batteries at once. That's key. All right, so clicks on just like that. There's a satisfying click there to let you know that it's, and this helps you take the battery out of the GoPro, I believe. Let's put the other battery in there and see how that looks. There you go. It's a micro USB. Let's see what else is in there. There is a waterproof case on it already, so. Wow, I mean, just accessories up the wazoo. Micro USB cable for the charging dock. Lens cleaning kit. Some zip ties. some straps, another mount, back cover that you can loop that strap through, loop that wide strap through this one, I believe. Yep. All right, so yeah, that's about it. There's plenty, I guess. VanTop is a company that's better known for its dash cams. It makes a lot of 4K dash cams. Here's the manual. Okay, and let's see, how do I take it off this mount here? Right. Yep, I think you just snap it here. Yep, and push it through. There you go. So I don't know what the purpose of this thing is. I guess to protect this. All right, let's take off the lens cover there. I feel like there's something else in there. It looks warped, I see. So the camera inside has another lens cover on top. There we go. It straps off like that. Let's take off this thing here so that we can actually look at the screen. There we go. Yep, there's a cover on the lens here. That's why it looked warped from outside the case. And so this is the case. There's a metal locking hinge here, so snap around just like that, and this is how you take it off. Took me a second to figure it out. Let's put that to the side and let's look at the camera itself. There's a power button up front, of course, with the waterproof case having the metal button right there. It's the shutter button up top. I believe this is a touchscreen. It is a touchscreen because I don't see any other buttons to navigate. There's a HDMI out, micro HDMI out. It's great to have. It's a micro SD port. What I didn't see included is a micro SD card, which is fine. I have plenty of those laying around. Just was curious if there was going to come, if there was going to be one in there. There's that touchscreen logo there to tell you that yes, it is touchscreen. Let's rip it off there. All right. There is a up and down button on the side in case you want to use that. Let's turn it on. Wait, I don't have a battery in there. There we go. Slide that up. Let's put a battery in there. I don't know how much charge they have in there, but we'll find out. And power button to turn on. There we go. Okay, select mode. There's video recording. Click enter settings. Enter albums. Slide up and down for quick menu. To switch mode. Okay. Shutter button to start shooting. For better capture the 4K experience, please make sure you use good quality micro SD. Okay. And then QR code to download an app. Alright, so I will download the app eventually. Let's skip it for now. Enjoy 4K sports camera. Here we go. So the LCD on it, obviously you see it's pretty wide angle, right? So I'm like about a foot from the screen and you can see the whole thing. It's pretty wide angle. The LCD is not that great quality, but it's okay to review your footage, but it's not like the best quality LCD on it. It does the job though. Let's see. So you can shoot at 4K 60 FPS with slowly. Let's see. Slowly is 1080p, so 4x. So slow down by 4x. Let's go back to video. The touchscreen is a little finicky. All right, let's see. Okay, so you can shoot at up to 4K 60 FPS, but then you'll lose the image stabilization. Let's go back to change the settings here. And if you go 4K 30 FPS, I believe you'll get the, I don't know if it's double click or I'm just like, oh yeah, click and hold works better. Then you can add image stabilization, distortion correction. You can change your white balance, exposure settings, metering modes, sharpness, video quality. So you can turn it high if you want a higher quality image. ISO, let's see what the range is there. Go up to 6400. It's a pretty wide range there. Okay. And record audio, you can turn that off, and then you can turn off the time watermark if you want. Okay, let's see what else. There's Wi-Fi to connect to your app to get the footage off. You can turn off the image rotation, so it probably has a gyroscope in there or gyrometer to figure out what orientation you're on. Okay, so if you have a light source, an LED light source that flickers at a certain rate, you can change that setting to synchronize with that. Let's see. Change the time format and all that basic stuff. Let's see. And then this is the review your audio with that. Okay, so I'm gonna put in a micro SD and go ahead and try to record some footage and put it at the end of this. So these are the included mounts and connectors. Pretty extensive list actually. Bunch of clips, battery, protective back doors, rubber plugs and whatnot. It's kind of amazing how much stuff you get for like 80 bucks. Let's see if there's any information on here on how long the battery is expected to last. The batteries did come fully charged, so that's great. It shows full battery. You saw that it auto locked the screen to save battery, so that's great. That was not a setting that I changed, that was just automatic. So as you saw earlier, there's the QR codes in here in case you skip on the camera setup QR code. It's still on the manual, so this is just French. Right, so I don't see where they tell you how long the battery lasts. Let's see if on the website there's any information here. So this is the Amazon page where I purchased. It's a 1350 milliamp hour battery, which is a pretty decent size for this small of a camera. Don't really see anything like that on here. Let's see if the reviews say anything. Okay, well, you know, I'll come back and add it to the end of the video. I'm gonna record some video today and post it after nighttime as well as daytime and sunny and shady areas, and show you what it looks like, and I'll tell you how long the battery lasts as well. I'm gonna charge it all the way to 100% before I start any of these tests, so I have an accurate measurement. Okay, so I'm shooting at 4K 60 FPS, which does not allow for electronic image stabilization. So let's see how that looks. I'm gonna walk around my neighborhood. All right. Let's see, is it wide angle? I don't know, I can't tell because I'm not looking at the screen. I didn't download the app yet. I'll do it later. I haven't charged the battery. The batteries as it came. I do have the other battery charging. So on my post after recording, I will tell you how long the battery lasts. So these are some difficult lighting conditions. So as you can see, the sun is peeking through. So there's a wide range of brightness, but it's bright enough for it to not have to were to, you know, get in night mode or anything like that. So okay, I'm gonna change over to 4K 30 FPS to compare and show you what the image stabilization looks like. Okay, so now I'm recording at 4K 30 FPS with all the settings on default. I haven't changed any settings, so exposure's on auto, white balance is on auto. Let's see how it looks now. I will go back up the stairs to show you what the stabilization looks like. Just looking at the screen on the back, it does look a little bit more stable as I'm walking here. I don't have the most stable hands, but the image looks pretty stable here. I do think that I will need to change the setting on the back screen here because the screen does lock rather quickly. So these are some darker conditions here. At least on the screen here, the colors are popping out pretty well. The colors look fairly accurate, allowing for the lighting. You can hear some road noise from on the other side of the woods here, and I don't know if it'll catch up on the camera. So see if it struggles with the focus and lighting. It's a pretty lightweight camera. It's easy to hold in your hand. I'm also going to do a slow mode, or what they call on this camera slowly. I'm not sure if it's a copyright name and that's why they have to use that, but I'm going to use the slow-mo. Okay, so I'm shooting again at 4K 30 FPS to allow for that electronic image stabilization. I've showed you the slow-mo. You can go up to 240 frames per second if you do 720p recording, and at that point you would be slowing it down 8 times. So if you use the 30 FPS on the slow-mo, you'd be slowing it down 8 times. If you use 1080p, then you can only slow it down to 4 times, which is what the video is at, 1080p 4x slowly, what they're calling it. I'm not sure why they use slowly instead of slow-mo. It could be a copyright issue, or it just could be a translation issue. So it's getting a little bit darker here, so I'm showing you here sort of more lighting situations, a bit more colors. This is winter time, North Carolina. Not a lot of colors to be seen, but the grass is still kind of green. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next one. As we walk through here, I'll talk more about what else this camera can do. It can take a picture at up to 16 megapixels. Here's the picture. The details are pretty good on it. It does correct a little harshly on certain objects as far as color, but I think overall it's pretty accurate. I'll show you more video from when it's dark out later. Obviously you're not going to be doing a lot of action footage when it's dark out. Most sports like and exploring situations will be out in the bright sun, but you might go spelunking in a cave or something. Probably want a better camera than this to do that, but I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, time for some low light video. So this is my apartment building outside, and obviously when I have the camera turned around, I don't know what it looks like, but I'm going to walk through some dark and fluorescent lighted and LED lighted areas to show you how good the sensor is for night shots. Not a lot of action cameras are meant for nighttime shooting, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. So we have this light here, and you know, with my eyes I can't really see too well in the grass. I can see the grass, but it's not so well. This area is pretty well lighted, and for me it's bright enough to see everything well, but obviously for the camera, the bright street lights is washing out the actual street, at least on the screen. It may look different on the computer after I export the video. I think I may even be able to correct for some of this in post-processing. Let's go over there where these street lights are actually off. It's cloudy out today, so it's actually pretty dark. The moon is not out. So this is truly dark, but there is a street light on the right of me here, and I can see the walkway with my naked eye, but I can't see it in the camera screen. I'm gonna walk to a lamp and see what my face looks like in dim lighting. So here I'm right in front of the lamp. I'm gonna walk away and see what it looks like. Of course, you don't want a bright light in your background, otherwise it's not gonna pick up your face. So that is it for today. Okay, so it's nighttime, and I've showed you the nighttime footage as well, and I kind of just wanted to show you what the footage details look like. So this is the 4K 60 FPS, so that is actually what it records at, although as you already saw, not really happy with the quality of the video. This is a 1080p screen, but I think at certain points there's a lot of noise in the image, and so I'm not actually happy with what it looks like. As far as 4K, I don't really think there is a true 4K sensor in there. It might record at 4K pixels, but other thing I've noticed is as you use it, there's a lot of creaking. So if you're holding it with your hand rather than a gimbal, then as you press buttons, it'll creak in the bottom here, and you'll hear that in the videos. The UI does lag a little bit, and it's finicky at times, but it's a good camera for 80 bucks. I think it's definitely a good bang for your buck. And I did say that I'm just going to tell you how long the battery lasts. So the battery lasts for at least 1 hour of video recording. I didn't keep recording until the battery died, but it would last at least 1 hour of recording, which is pretty great. I don't know how many pictures you can take, but I don't think you should use this camera for pictures. Your phones can take better pictures. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next one.